Mm. Okay. I need to get my thing. It's not even picking me up at all. Right. Yeah, I cannot hear myself. Really? Like, close the game. Right. Testing that. How was that? That's good. Yeah, every time I want to listen to the music through my Switch, it's really clunky. I have to like redo the settings. I gotta be sure that it's not. Yo, what's up, C-Dog? Brother man. What's the word? Alright. I think we're good. Surviving? Hell yeah. Yeah, you said that last time. That sounds a little worrisome, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I guess it's still good. Mostly. Hell yeah, you met a girl, that's nice. Yeah, I'm trying to. That's nice. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah, at my job there's just one girl that started, like this new girl that started working. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to her. She's a Kelly. Hey man, you gotta. Do you want to talk? Later, okay. Oh, is this the same girl you were talking about the other time? Like a drink. Same girl you were talking about before? Oh, you think so? Yeah, it was. You said you met her at a festival, I think, and that she was like super down and stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to see what I can do, because like one thing that I know for sure that you really can't do is like obviously you can't force a relationship on a person, so it's like don't really do it, but you gotta also be like direct, you know, and I feel like that's been my issue sometimes, but I also don't like chasing really. So I'm saying, just play it cool. Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. I'm not 100% sure if she's interested or not. I feel like it's kind of half and half, because like when I first talked to her, it was like, I mean, honestly, regardless of what happens, I'm very proud of myself, because I was like, it was great. I was like, it was direct, I was talking and stuff, eye contact, all that stuff. So it's always a good thing. She was asking me a lot of questions, which was interesting. This is gonna be like half of the stream, so I have to run through a place like this 3 more times. Luckily I don't have to fight any of these guys, because I'm already too strong. Introduce yourself, you play my shoulder on your knee. Yeah, I did.
This should be fun.
Yeah, I talked to her like twice. She was only over there for like a week, but I talked to her 2 days.
It's nothing.
And I did like half of that already.
Why? Maelstrom of magic! Maelstrom of magic!
It's time to get serious. Okay. This will shut you up.
That was a piece of cake.
How do I ask for that? For that? I don't even know how to go about it. I keep thinking about the other person I was telling you about, like when we were actually there. Remember the girl I was telling you about when we were in Tybee? Like she gave me her snap and everything. It was weird. think good question to get snap or text, or good question.
Come, do your
Did I follow up?
worst.
Yeah, I did follow up. It was kind of awkward because like she was. I was like, I can tell you exactly how it went down. I was just going into work because I needed to talk about like schedule stuff and everything, and I was walking out and she just happened to be like on the side of like where the exit was, and I was like, oh, this is what my snap was. I don't know if you got it or not, all that stuff. And it seemed one of her friends was there too, so it was kind of awkward, but. I'm not like dumb. I can read people's energy. So she didn't seem like she really cared, or like not that she didn't care, but she wasn't interested in something.
All right. That'll do it.
To arms. Does that feel better?
Back in the game.
Now's our chance. Got the upper hand, guys. I owe you one. Thanks.
It's time to get serious. I'll sit this one out. Be healed.
Doing good. Want to see what I can really do? Let me at him. Wait for it. Thanks for bailing me out.
Allow
Back in the
me.
game.
Now you've made me mad.
Come and get it. Time to play my trump cards. Oh, thanks
Very
for
well.
bailing me out.
Let me help you.
Let me at
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Get hard.
Okay, I'm all set. Let's see how you deal with this. Will shut you up. Ready?
Want to see what I can really do? You better be ready for this.
Maelstrom of magic!
Allow me.
As a real girl, you already choose yourself as the key. She don't exist. Yeah.
Come and get it. Okay.
Now's our chance! We got the upper hand, guys! Now's our chance! I needed
To
that!
arms. Sacred powers
Time to play my
restore
trump
you.
cards.
Scatter my enemies upon the
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I was.
Adventure's nearly on
I want to ask her
end.
some stuff. She was asking me hella stuff. I was honestly really surprised how much it seemed like she might have wanted to talk. Or at least, you know what I mean?
Heed my call.
Oh, I don't know if I've suffered.
Bro, I need some lore on this guy. I need more. I need more on this guy.
No more than any of the others, anyhow. And it wasn't just my friends who helped me. We met so many people along the way. People who were prepared to fight for what's right. People who had the courage to make a stand, instead of just accepting their fate.
Just as you once refused to accept yours when offered the choice. You do not regret that choice?
Not for a second. If I helped even one person, that means I did the right thing. One person, 1,000, it doesn't matter. It was all worth it. And even if it was hard sometimes, plenty of people have had it much harder than me.
Yo, I think the game's so
If I've made one step on the road easier for
Look
them,
at the stream.
I'm happy. I don't regret a thing.
Then let us pray that hope awaits at the road's end. You were offered a choice. A new destiny. And you accepted the challenge willingly. Do
Okay,
not
checking
falter
that,
now.
checking.
Oh, don't worry. I'm in this to the bitter end.
Recently got this girl at my gym snap being cool. Never saw to buy, and I come and saw her asked Joe. She was in the gym. She said Suicide Boys. Oh my god, I love them. I could send you songs. small talk. Yeah, that's what she does. Hell yeah. But the whole thing about laughing, right? Yeah. It's like I don't know. I feel like I don't really make jokes. I just like react to stuff, and that's what warrants like maybe laughter from people. Like as what happened. I was hanging out with my sister and her friends yesterday, and it's like I wasn't really making jokes, but like what am I trying to say? Sometimes people will like laugh, like just to laugh. Sometimes, you know. I'm not saying that's what she was doing, but like as a way to as just a general response, you know. Right, like she was keeping the conversation going way more than I expected. I was like pleasantly surprised. Personable? What does that mean? Okay, yeah, the stream sounds way better now. Friendly and open, yeah. I am, but I'm just like I'm like quiet. I'm not like really a conversation starter. I'm more of a person who keeps the conversation going. Which is why I do like I probably want at some point like do a podcast again. I'd probably need someone else to join. Instead of sitting there and laughing at me quiet. Yeah, like I feel like I'm really good at like understanding like I feel like I have a really good social etiquette if that's like the right word to use. I'm good at like reading people and like knowing like reading energy and like mirroring it and stuff. Just a really good piece of gear. That puts her at max attack. You see that? I have to do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, actually, yeah, I am gonna do it. Yeah. Socially adept. Yeah. We got this. Put out the energy you want to attract. Right. Yeah. Finding the right one takes time, right? And I mean, I understand that that's like one of the biggest parts of dating is just like seeing what works and what doesn't. But like, I'm not really into like. It's, I don't know if. I mean, being in a bad relationship, would it really be? Is it really a waste of time? Probably not, because like you're learning what is not good. But like, I'd rather not. I'd rather just relax on my own than be in a lame relationship. You feel me? Man, anxious about talking to Jim Girl. 4 months. Sheesh. Old C-Dog couldn't talk to her. But it'd be like that. I still don't think I've talked to a girl at the gym yet. I'm trying to do that too. Oh, I can't jump on this one. That's what I'm saying, man. These gym girls, they are the technology. They are the future and the past. But like when you guys were asking me like what kind of girls I'm into, those are the kind of girls I like. When we were hanging out. Is she like older? Oh, this is the one I need to use. Yeah. I'm gonna get the courage to ask her what's up. Oh, what? Oh, this is the right one. Or maybe it's over here. Anyways, you about to head out. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. Peace out, brother, man. Stay smooth. Okay. I think this is where I need to go. Damn it, it's literally right there. It's the one I need. I can't go back. This is chapter 5, yeah. I wanted to get you chapter 6 also. Okay, I think that previous room I was in, I had to go right. Man, I really don't get how you can put a map everywhere in the game except for in a dungeon. So it's either left or right. Oh. Oh. Yes, the beginning. Is this it? Oh. Here we go. Would it be a trash item? Oh, that's not bad.
This should be fun.
Come and get it!
Okay, he was faster than everyone.
It's time to get serious.
Want to see what I can really do? Take a step back. You saved my bacon there.
Sorry to be a
Let
pain.
me at 'em.
Very well. Be healed. How Now you've made me mad.
All right, that'll do it. Damn it!
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Let's go.
Got the upper hand, guys.
Oh.
Cheers.
Something must be done.
Can you imagine if I had the upgraded one? I just steal VP there.
Does that feel better?
And I'm back.
Heal.
I owe you one. You saved my bacon there. Thanks. Come and get it. All right. I owe you one.
Time to get serious. Nothing like a long
Time to play my trump
Allow me.
cards. Feeling good? Let me at 'em. Okay, thanks. That was a
Now
close
you've
one,
made
eh?
me mad. Yeah!
He's weak to axes, so I actually just might kill him here.
You may feel a little ready. Get ready.
Want to see what I can really do? Why? Come and get it.
What? I don't have counter stabbing him.
It's got nothing to do with that. Come and get it. Eat the sausage. Come and get it. Another one bites the dust. I'll never forget this little journey we've all been on together.
Hear me, Sith who walks with men. Your sister's soul is lost, not remains, save a bitter end. Though you try to reach her, your words fall on death, and yet, knowing.
Of course I did. We were inseparable. We drink nectar from the... I remember when she first found out about the outside world.
Yet now she would see that world destroyed. Now she burns with hate.
No. I know that what I'm doing is right. She taught me to love the... I won't let what she loved...
They need to do more with Edna and Seth. So I don't even remember what happens to Edna after you beat the game. Oh. Dude, I almost never care about the party chat. I mean, it's nice. Sometimes I'll listen to it, but I definitely prefer the what's it called? Tent events from Bravely Second, because then you're actually it's like an actual cutscene. You know, you can sit back and have them tell you what's going on. Pretty sure after this chapter... Pretty sure after this chapter is when you can go and do the portals to unlock the rest of the levels. Because they give you the freelancer one for free, but you have to go unlock the rest of them. And I should be in pretty decent shape to fight them, I think. Hopefully. Is it really not? Nothing over here? Man, dungeons in this game are pretty lame. As much as I love this game. What's it called? The airship is probably was probably the best one. 'Cause it was just way cooler.
Let's get out of here.
It's more. This is more than just running like this. I mean, for me right now, I'm just trying to get the dungeons done because I've already played through this. So it's. I mean, it's nice for replaying. Just be able to get stuff done. Oh, this is where I came from, I think.
Come, let us fight!
I love that line.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Life ring, let's go. I haven't used that for Gloria actually. No cap. She probably doesn't even need that extra HP though. Oh, what's the start? Let me close these blinds real quick. Damn, just a circle? Or what the hell happened? Dead end? Is this where I came from? It's a little weird that you control the camera in the overworld, but not. But I mean, with towns, I get it. Because I mean, you don't necessarily need to scope out the town. Scope out the town. But for a dungeon, that'd be nice. Last chest should be somewhere here.
Let's stay focused. Come and get it!
Let me see. Ha! Now you've made me mad.
Let me at him!
Cheers. I owe you one. Want to see what I
Allow
can really
me.
do?
Come and get it!
Oh, that's right, I have 4
Not
VP.
bad to get
Let's go.
experience. To arms.
Let me at him! All right!
That'll do it. All right.
Let me see. Be healed.
Come and get it. Wait for it.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Time to play my trump cards. You better be ready for this. Nothing like a wee pick there.
Aw, what?
I'm not just a dab hand there.
Come on, dog.
Eat sorcery. Right in sorcery. Eat sorcery. Come and get it. Right in the soft bits.
Let me help
Cheers. I owe you one.
Adam.
you. Now you've made me mad. Ha! Yeah! This will shut you up. See how you do.
Oh, damn.
you. You must get up.
Okay, is he is that's reflect for magic? I thought it was reflect for magic.
Sacred power, restore you.
Want to see what I can really
Let
do?
me see.
Come and get it.
Dude, he's literally reflecting every attack back.
Let me Adam. Here it comes. Damn it. I've got a little something for you like this.
Something must
Yeah,
be
he just
done.
reflecting everything. I didn't even know he did that.
Be healed.
I'm not done
Holy
yet.
Spirit, heal me.
It's time to get serious. I'll sit this one out.
Come and get it.
Does that feel better?
Now you've made me mad.
I owe you one. Let me better cover up.
We stand firm for now.
Come and
It's
get it.
time to get
Time
serious.
to play my
You are
trump
about
cards.
to witness my true power. Let me help you.
Oh, thanks for bailing me out.
Adam.
Prepare to meet your maker. Be healed.
Oh my
Want to
god.
see what I can really do?
Oh, his reflect's gone though.
Maelstrom of magic.
Okay.
Away failure. Eat sorcery. Away failure. Luck's got nothing to do with it, pal. Come and get it. Away failure. Heals it. You didn't like that, did you?
Get it. Okay.
All right.
You are about to witness my true power. Does that feel better?
Let me Adam.
All right. Now you've made me mad. Okay, I'm all set.
I don't know if I can kill him here. I don't think so. I feel like if I do this, I might just kill myself. Like level slash.
You may feel a little
Yeah.
sting.
We've got the upper hand, guys. We've got the upper hand, guys.
A mere
Time
step.
to
Save
play
my
my
bacon
trump
there.
cards. Time to take a step back.
Yeah. Let me help you. Be healed. Sacred power, restore you.
Come and get it.
Yeah, I think only the first hit on
Want to
that.
see what I can really do?
Only the first hit will.
Safety first.
Prepare to meet your maker. Holy Spirit,
Only the first hit will be reflected.
Serious. Ha! You may feel a little sting.
No slacking.
That was a very cheeky boss.
You remain as resolute as ever, chosen one.
Of course. My grandfather and Sir Sloane before me received the crystal's blessing and followed your path. I do not intend to betray their legacy, but this is not a choice I make under duress. It is a path I choose gladly and freely. The people of the world are in danger. As Regent of Musa, I must go to their aid. After all, none of my countrymen remain to go in my place.
Your determination is clear. Naught more remains to be said.
Then I must be on my way, and for all those who...
I was like, I might as well use a 10 because I literally have the maximum amount of them. But I was thinking about just farming the MP in battle. Because I'm probably going to use a 10 anyway before I fight Edna. Ooh. This place looks really goofy. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. This would be a really good time to be playing my own music. Do I want to switch that out? For 10? I'm losing a lot of MP, but I think it's worth it, honestly. This is the worst one. At least with the first one, there's like it was way easier to go to each path, but it's just one path. And there's more chests too.
A mere squash. Now you've made me mad. You may feel a little.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Thousand HP. That's not better than Adamant Bangle though. Getting kinda hungry. Early on in this playthrough, I had to like I'll just avoid a lot of the enemies because it's not really worth grinding too much early on because you don't have all the jobs to grind. You don't have you don't really have all the best resources to grind.
Again? Let's have it.
What in the world?
Gaijin. The hell?
I have to protect myself.
I'm back in the game. That was a close one, eh? Adam,
Prepare to meet your
want to see
maker.
what I can really do? Time to take a step back.
We're not messing around. It's time to get serious. Does it?
Let me help you.
Time to play my trump cards.
Now you've made me mad.
Oh man, get it. Okay. That'll do it.
Hmm. Just yeah, I literally have not even used re-race before on this playthrough.
Want to see what I can really do? Too good.
These guys are just all immune to everything. That's what I noticed when I was on my first playthrough. I thought nuisance didn't even work because so many enemies were just immune to all your stuff.
Wait for it. Thanks for bailing me out.
I'm pretty sure level slash and strike do the same damage.
Let's see how you deal with this. Don't get complacent now.
The crystals were created that the essential equilibrium of creation might be maintained. The Knight's Nexus was sealed away in order that this precarious balance might be upheld. Do you seek the same thing? Harmony, equilibrium.
Well, I've never really thought about it that much, to be honest. I set out on this journey to try and decipher the book Lady Emma left behind. I just happened to run into Gloria, and the next thing I know, I'm chatting with the Earth Crystal. Then one thing led to another, and here I am.
So all is accidental. Nothing is as you willed it.
Ah, no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, life's all about funny coincidences, isn't it? You set out to achieve one thing, then you get sidetracked. But every decision I made, I stand by. I freely chose the path I led.
And in tune.
Aye. So, don't worry. We'll do what you need us to do. We'll seal the Knight's Nexus away again and save the world.
It matters not. All roads lead to the same destination. I, like you, care little for the method, so long as the result is achieved.
A crystal after my own heart. Alrighty!
Alright, let's listen to the best music in the game. How is she even just chilling in here though? What's up with that? But was it? Yeah, this one here. This is from when I originally fought in. That was back in May. Kind of close in levels, a little bit, 50. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to use Black Mage like the entire game. I didn't really branch out at all. I'm trying to have every job leveled up to max at least. Excuse me.
Crystal's resting place is this way.
What the?
Oh, looks like the old.
The Knight's Nexus. The source of all calamity. Evil given form.
Look how they're not showing us who the fourth person is. I mean, unless they do. I don't really remember the
Have
cutscene.
courage, Sir Sloane. We must not abandon hope. Have we not long awaited this moment? Our time is nigh.
Aye. We're all in this together, and we will beat this thing. For the sake of all living beings, for the peace of generations to come. We've come too far for that.
Indeed we have, my dear Emma. We are the Crystal's chosen. In walking this path together, so many have... Queen of Fairies.
Yeah, there you
We
go.
humans live but short lives when measured against those of your kind. You may yet live to see the Nexus rise again. Should such a time come, we will be counting on you to see that new heroes of light are chosen.
I don't really remember, but
That was Lady Emma. And who?
The Fairy Queen was there too.
That must be what happened when my grandfather and his comrades did battle.
The king asked the one we couldn't see to make sure new hero.
He was.
so what about her dad though? I guess Gloria's dad just dies, I guess, in the attack.
I'm ready when you are. Hey, don't look so...
I'm all settled, pal. Best get her behinds in gear, eh? Ah, listen to me. Going on about behinds and calling you pal. Come, hero of light. Let us sally forth.
There is something I have been meaning to ask you. I know the crystal spoke to you, but why did you really join me on my quest? You had no obligation, no duty to do so.
Sure, maybe not, but Sir Sloane asked me to, for one thing. But I guess I also wanted to make...
He's literally Tiz. He's the same.
Yeah,
He has the
I
same
guess
personality as
that way.
Tiz.
But I chose the harder path. I had to. People talk about fate. But hearing that stuff, I don't know why, but it makes not much of a reason, I guess.
You had the courage to defy your fate, to swim against the current,
I guess I did.
and in so doing, you proved yourself rather helpful.
I'm pretty sure the Nexus
Wow.
is what
that
destroyed his
almost
ship.
Sounded like a compliment. You can just thank me, you know?
I shall consider it.
That's cold.
I like that exchange. Oh, I'll talk to her again. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Have all the
I mean, my plan was to
preparations
stream
been
the fighting the Nexus, but
Very well. Then let us
I don't know if I'm
proceed.
just gonna do that today. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the next chapter is like really, really short. Isn't it just you go to Magmel and then you fight the Nexus? Pretty sure that's the end.
You took your time. I was starting to get bored. Edna,
I remember
Why
very
am I
little
not
about her
surprised?
boss. Because after beating it, I'm like, wait, no, skip it. I need to know how it really ends.
Adele, you actually came. Pretty stupid of you, I must say. Well, I won't be giving you a second chance to escape.
Let us pass.
I can't do that, sorry. The Knight's Nexus is about to wake up.
What are they even gonna do in this room?
I really can't wait.
I don't get it. Why do you want this?
Come on, you saw what happened. Dangle a crystal or two in front of some dumb humans, a couple of asterisks, and boom! They go and destroy an entire kingdom. Bye-bye, Musa. Humans are so broken. They deserve to be wiped out. Edna, listen to yourself.
Musa is gone. There is nothing we can do about that now. But I will not allow the fate that befell my kingdom to befall the entire world. If you insist on standing in our way, we will have no choice but to deal with you as necessary. The crystals must be restored to their rightful place.
Lots of big
Well, I mean, I guess
princes,
they're gonna seal the
completely
Nexus after the
misguided as ever.
crystal's away.
You're not putting those crystals back in life. I'll see that humanity is wiped out if that's the last thing I...
Is that what you really want?
Huh?
This bitterness, leading you down the path to sadness and hatred. But I know the
Just shut up. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You think I'm being used? Ha! I'm the one doing the using. Come, Nexus of Night! Unleash your power! Break your bonds!
Let's go.
Edna!
Let's go. Oh, you can kind of still see her face.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not about to. I'll see to it that every last one of them is wiped. Starting with these fools right here! Humans make me sick. They all deserve to die. All I had to do was hand over the asterisks. They did the rest. Their selfishness drained the crystals of their power. Their arrogance broke the seal. They're going to be wiped out.
Oh my god,
We've come too far to give up now.
dude. You know, I really want to just like I could probably nuke her really easily. Not actually, not that easily. She'll be harder than the rest of the boss stuff up. But I have listened to the music. I can still build up my stuff.
The world is depending on us.
The quotes, man. I love the quotes.
Does that feel better? Be healed.
Oh, Edna!
You saved my bacon there. Get it! Cheers. I owe you one. You saved my bacon. Time to play my trump cards. That was a close one,
Time
eh?
to get serious.
Let me at 'em. Okay. Back in the Want to see what I can really do?
Here we go. Here's the best part.
To be able to your help.
Oh, she's got 3 VP.
Wait for it. Thanks for bailing me out.
We're all defaulting though.
Now you've made me mad. That's just not fair.
Nice. Dude, it's so beautiful to see it. See the VP there. You see that? All right. I don't know how I want to do this. I wish they made it so that the spells that don't matter that they get cast twice don't get cast twice for chain spell, because like doing that twice doesn't do anything, obviously. Damage. I haven't even used a special in so long. Yo, I just realized I can actually. Dude, I don't even want to use the special because I don't want to change the music. I literally don't even want to change the music. But that'd be really good because I'm at max PP, so the re-raise won't go away.
This might help. Sacred powers restore.
Damage. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill her. Oh snap. What we're doing? She might actually kill someone. Oh. Okay. I need to stop playing and use a special. Oh my god.
Now let me see.
Probably didn't need to, but for the culture you gotta use a special. What we're doing.
The buck won't stop with me.
To arms. Let me help you. Be healed.
We're on fire. Here goes. I needed that. Leave it to me. Time to take a step back.
With good old teamwork.
Let me see. We stand firm for now.
What the? Good job of raising myself.
Let's go.
This is the way to do it.
Oh, she used the. Yeah, she has the move that Air used, that clears all your stuff. I think. Yeah, they don't have re-raise anymore. I need to stop playing and. Oh, I'm silenced? Come on. Oh my god, I'm throwing.
Made me mad. Yeah. Hey,
Sorry,
Dennis!
trouble next. Okay. You saved my bacon there.
Very well. This should do it.
Holy Spirit,
Cheers.
heal and sacred power restore you.
Get it! I'm going all in! That'll do it. All right. Right on the money. Cheers. I owe you one. Want to see what I can really do?
It's time to get serious.
Alright. I should be able to kill her here with Edna, with Adele. But let's listen to the music a little bit longer. You know, I would say this is the best boss in the game, but it's not. The Sir Sloan fight is honestly way better. They're both really good though.
Let's see how we deal with this. Edna! Don't come any closer. I'll kill you!
I love the way she said that.
You're too late. The Nexus is awakening. You're too late!
Uh-oh. I've got a very, very bad
So this is the Knight's Nexus, eh? Kind of. It's just...
Stand back, please. I'm...
Gloria!
Hear me, crystals. Hear me, keepers of worldly harmony. Fire, water, wind, and earth. Hear
The Spirit Master
my
special
prayer
is canon.
and regain your
Because
power.
that's what she says with the special. She also looks really good in the Spirit Master, honestly.
Gloria!
Hear me, crystals. Hear me and seal away the Nexus. Please, hear my prayer.
She says the exact same thing. Yeah.
Is it over?
Aye. Sure seems like it. Gloria! Why are you so cold? What have you
I don't remember
done,
this
Lassie?
track.
If the crystal's power is to be restored, there is only one sacrifice must be made. My own.
So, this was your plan all along?
You knew this was going to happen?
My grandfather gave his life before me, and now I give mine.
No! Why didn't you tell us? Why?
Because if I had, you would have stopped me.
Of course I would!
Forgive me. Please. I never meant to upset you, really. I didn't. You have been so kind to me. It has meant so much. So very much. Now, At last, I can say it and mean it. Thank you so much.
Gloria, please, you've got to wake up. Gloria!
That's a pretty good scream, honestly. I don't know if the music is the same for this ending. I'm gonna listen to it a little bit. Listen to it a little bit, because the intro starts is the exact same, I think. But I don't know if they had a different version of it. Revo, the goat. Let's go. Yeah, I think it's the same. Huh, I thought the ending theme was the ending song was different, but I guess it's not. Yeah, first playthrough I was like, okay, wait. This is unacceptable. I need to finish the game.
It's a beautiful day, huh? Aye. And that's a heck of a view. I've never really noticed until now. Not really. How truly beautiful it all is.
Yeah, looking at it now, it's hard to believe everything that happened.
It's all thanks to Gloria. Without her, none of us would be here to see this. But she's not here to see it with us.
So, say, yes, sir. Yeah, my original one right here. Yeah, she was. Dude, Spearmaster is just too cool. So yeah, when I first played, originally I did like the second specialty. It only activates when you have like 1 or less BP, and one reason why people just didn't like it
is to be restored.
is because
There is only one
you'll cleanse your re-raise, right?
must be
Automatically, which is like obviously not a good thing. But
So,
if you have your max BP,
You
then
knew this was
you
going
can't
to
keep
happen?
re-raise.
My grandfather gave his life before me, and now
Damn it.
What?
The book usually shows us scene.
Got him.
Is it true, Gloria?
yeah, there is no... Its power is immeasurable. At full strength, the crystals can keep its evil at bay for 2 centuries. 50 years ago, he did his duty, but then the crystals were stolen.
which means another sacrifice.
Why did they never talk about her dad?
Yes,
I mean, yeah,
and I have
her
long
granddad
since
was
made my peace with
the
burden
hero
I
and
must-
stuff. What about her
My
dad?
life is a trivial
But Gloria, are we really gonna let...
Yeah, right here. I mean, it's like re-raise. It's not something you want to crush on, you know, because the bosses will always. A lot of the bosses.
I can't believe it.
A lot of the bosses are gonna have a cleanse like that anyway. Well, not a lot, but like
So the book
Edna had
shows
one. Pretty sure the
something
Nexus will
from the
have one.
past this time, which
Um,
means what exactly?
I think the Asterix guys don't have it though.
I am sorry, but this is the only way.
No. Let's go. I really like
Where
that.
are you
That
going?
the only thing you have to do to like actually continue the game
Find
is just
another
leave.
way to end this.
But there is no other way.
It's definitely at its
Your
worst in the
grandfather
first
and Sir
game,
Sloane seemed to think there was.
but and it's a little bit better in the second game.
I have to believe they were right. Wait, the book?
It's kind of I feel bad for people who didn't figure it out in the second game, but for what they were trying to do, it's pretty cool
My
though.
time to shine, is it?
And then the moment was really
Righto.
cool.
Let's have a wee look.
But you can't read it
Man, I
all
love
yet,
that game. I
can
really
you?
wish I could stream it. I probably can, but it's tricky.
Let's see now.
Fine. Guess there's nothing else for it.
Fairy Town?
My sister found out about the Knight's Nexus before she left Magmel, right?
Well, hang about. I didn't.
Oh, you'll get the... As to whether they'll let you in, I left too. And long enough ago that I can't exactly pretend not to have been corrupted by humans.
Hey, come.
Still, it's... Sounds like we need to hurry. Come on then. The entry...
What? It's where?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, so 6 is definitely when you could get the rest of the jobs. So the main reason why I wanted to stream Fighting the Nexus is because the music in that fight was like my favorite before the Edna fight.
I hear it. It's alive, and it's coming home at last. Oh, don't worry, I won't. They took everything from me. The people I loved, my home. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. And now I'm going to take everything from them in return. Everything. Say goodnight, children of...
I feel like they could have did Edna a little bit better. Like they kind of went with the area approach with like the
Now come, destroy the humans,
you know,
their
but it's like
stupid world, everything.
they should have done more. Give her more build up, right? Like make her, cause she doesn't really do too much in the plot. I mean she does. She does. She's the one who gave out the asterisks. Yeah. So we can grind the rest of the jobs now. But I mean, besides the asterisk things, she doesn't do a whole lot. It feels so good to see the rest of these. So I like to look for 5 turns, more effective at night. Those special effects with all stat boosts received. I just really like this because I mean you have in the first game you had 14 levels, which is really nice. Second game you had 11 levels, but you needed the one ability from Yokai to unlock the last one, and it was really long. It's like right now, if I go unlock all these other jobs I've leveled up, like Swordmaster on Seth, I unlock the last 3 levels. It's gonna be unlocked for me because I have that experience. But you need the experience for when you have the awakening, right? Because like you could have had your job maxed out in Bravely Second, but it doesn't matter because it's not gonna count because you don't have the awakening unlocked yet, right? Yeah, we'll go over there and then. Yeah, we'll go over there, and then I'm gonna see if I can fight one of the bosses. Top priorities: Arcanist, Spirit Master, Sword Master, Oracle.
Open up! It's me, Adele!
Go away! Be gone!
Damn.
Oh, come on! At least listen to what I have to say!
Why should we? You have brought humans to Magmel! Have you forgotten everything you were ever taught?
These aren't just any old humans. They're friends of mine.
Friends? You have human friends? You're no better than a human yourself now! You bring nothing but calamity!
But I can really appreciate how they elaborate on like the whole fairy thing, because like in the first two games fairies are bad, right?
I didn't come
But
here
in
to
this
argue
game
about who's what or which is worse
they
than
explain
the other.
how originally fairies and humans were cool, but
We
then
need
they
your help,
they
all right?
broke
The
apart.
Knight's Nexus is about to break free.
I could really appreciate how they did that in this game.
You speak the truth?
I do.
Then we have little choice. Gatekeeper, lower the barrier.
But Lady Esmeralda...
Were my instructions unclear?
No, Lady...
No idea how this is going to...
Let's go.
Welcome to Magmel, everyone.
Every time I see their wing, I just flash back to Aerie. I mean now at least, because when I first played the game, I didn't play the originals.
I promised I wouldn't come back here until I... Oh,
Alrighty there. I'm El.
I love this guy.
humans!
Look at Adele's face.
Crikey. I've made some bad first impressions in my time, but that was something else.
You can't exactly blame them. Most fairies have never seen your kind before.
Oh, I get it. So we just need to get to know them a bit and all will be well there. Like, well, it should be easy enough. Ha ha! This interspecies relation stuff's a piece of cake, eh?
If you say so. Anyway, I'm sure it'll all be fine. After all, we're more similar than we're...
I don't care. Elvis carried the
Give or take
the morale in this game.
yourself.
And what's that supposed to mean exactly?
What's that thing you always say? Don't sweat the details? Yeah, that. Come on.
Alright, I'm going to try to fight. I don't know if I can go to the shop yet. Why are you in my way? How dare you? Okay. So we're here now. We have a fast travel point. That's really nice. Let's just do the Wiswold one. I'll be right back. I use the bathroom. really wish we had portals like this in Bravely Second. Like, we have it in the first one, but like they expire for sure. But in this game, you can just keep fighting them forever, which is just nice. I would have loved to be able to fight the Asterix holders in second and listen to the music. Limit Breaker. Running Limit Breaker with Pygdomancer? What is it? Yeah, this. 20% for 4 turns, and then you can also extra coat 5 turns? 5 turns, plus you have Born Entertainer on this guy. That's why I really like this game. Okay, who's here? House Relations. Oh, is it? Oh my god, it's this one. Oh. I remember when I... Oh, man. Martha is like the problem in this one.
Our quest cannot end here.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will.
She want to kill someone. Yep. She's weak to axes though, so I early on, like just to unlock the last levels of your jobs, you really just need to do what you can to beat them once, right? So I might even, I rarely like brave fast to get negative, but let me see. It's gonna be weak. Is she gonna dodge these?
Oh man, get it!
That was pretty close though. I think I just need to build up.
Feeling good.
You will regret your impertinence.
Shit. You have no BP.
I must endure.
You can just use Brave Bringer, bro. Y'all just kill me? I should probably not be defaulting. Did he just cast Re-Raise on me?
Can I have another go?
I just need to build up, because I don't think the other two are going to be that big of a problem. It's really Martha, that's what I remember.
Our quest cannot end here.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will.
Nice.
I am wounded.
It's time to get serious.
Oh man, get it! This'll do it.
I am in your debt.
I owe you one.
I must endure.
Want to see what I can really do?
There's nothing I can do with him. She's weak to fire.
Best buckle down. Lord of
Nice.
Dragons, protect me.
I mean, I really don't even think Brave Bringer really even matters, because they just generate BP out of thin air anyway.
Tis but a minor. Feeling good.
Very well.
Now you've made me mad.
Time to play my trump cards. They got me.
We are taking a lot of damage.
You must get up.
Yes, more.
love that line.
Sacred powers restore you.
Right, see, they just gain BP anyway, so she keeps freaking jumping away.
Sorry to be a pain.
Oh my god.
Can I have another go?
I might. I was thinking about if I needed to have a tank, but I mean, I should probably run Vanguard here. Because if I have two, yeah, and I have fire, that's really good against Martha. I swear Elvis isn't even going to be useful here. Yo, should I just... Yeah, I really did not... I mean, Phantom is really what you want to do if you want to cheese, but... Can't save in here. I'm gonna see if I can beat them, because I mean, literally, if I can beat Martha, I'll be fine to kill the rest of the other two. Okay, yeah. But basically all of this, getting the rest of the levels and grinding them up is what I'm going to be doing before I go fight the Nexus. I don't know if I'm going to stream that. Maybe. Because if I do that, then I'm also going to get this Sir Sloan fight, which is it's like the best fight in the game.
This won't be plain sailing.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. In the name of our Lord and Master.
Damn it.
Your impertinence. Holy Spirit,
Alright. Let's see if I can kill her in one turn. Oh my god.
Thanks for bailing me out.
That's not enough. It's not enough damage. I also don't have surpassing power. Look at all that damage! Oh my god! Did you see that?
something must be done.
Can you imagine doing this fight, like, without surpassing power? This is actually, like, this is really bad. I'm trying to close it. I'm gonna restart. I should be able to beat them. Fast surpassing power there. Then I'll end stream. I'm curious what they're gonna do for next year, because next year is the 10-year anniversary of the original game. I could totally see them porting it to current gen, PC at least. I don't need this. I could run this. I don't know, but I probably don't need it. Swordcraft. Noble Sacrifice. I could use that. That's like the ultimate. Like, if you're so down bad. Revenge could be good. I'll just run this. Nothing wrong with some DR. Dude, I jump with the chest.
Careful, this won't be easy. The Lord's judgment will be passed upon you.
Damn it.
Want to see what I can really do? You saved my bacon, Lord and Master.
No. I probably need Amp Strike actually. I don't know if this is gonna be enough to do what I need to do.
You will regret your impertinence.
Yeah. Can I just kill me?
Right is on my side. Cheers. Time to play my trump cards.
Something must be done.
There we go. Dude, did you see that? Just casted re-rated, bro. That's the scariest thing ever. When a boss starts reviving each other. Yeah, that's what I need. I need all the damage. Maximum damage.
Our quest cannot end here.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will.
No.
In the name of the Lord
You will
and
regret your impertinence. Sacred power restore you.
I'm going all in.
Alright, let's see. Damage!
Want to see what I can really do?
That's all I can see. She might just... it's gonna hurt.
Lord of Dragons protect
Wow, that's really bad. Let me see. This could be go really bad if they kill Gordia here, but someone have no one to do anything. But let's do this.
Hey, try this. This will shut you up. This will shut you up.
Oh my god.
Something must be done.
She's so low.
Holy Spirit, heal sacred power, restore you.
You say time to play my trump cards. Safety first. Lend me your my Lord, lend me your power. Thanks. In the name of our Lord and the Master, lend me your might, oh Lord. Thanks.
I got a turn?
I am wounded. All is
Wow.
and let us all down to his
All because I couldn't kill her in that one turn. At least it was quick though. Something like there has to be something I can use Elvis for. I think they're both weak to dark, so I could be using Doomsday. But like they have good magic defense though. Right? So I don't know if that's even worth it.
We're in for a right old scrap here. The fairy menace must be eradicated.
This is like the funniest boss intro ever too. She just like, who's the last person? That's ideal. Oh my god. Let me just see how much is this.
See how you like this. Got a little something for you. Like this for size.
How thoughtful of you. It's time to get serious.
It might not be too bad if I can kill her here though.
You may feel a little sting ready.
Yeah, I can't miss. I literally missed every single one of those.
Pertinence.
I owe you one. In the name of our Lord and the Master. It's nothing. I'm done.
Please, you must get up. Forgive me.
Righteousness prevails.
I thought I saved with Berserker on. And our aim is really good. Like, just can't get hit, I guess.
We shall not be defeated.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. I am wounded in the name of our Lord and the Master.
Get ready. Let's see how
Damage.
Let's see how to deal with this.
Time to play my trump cards. just a damn nothing like a wee pick me up. Nothing like a wee pick me up.
Please, you must get up. Sacred
I'm not done yet.
restore you. That was nothing.
Damn it! Kneel before his power. I owe you one. In the name of our Lord and the Master.
Okay. Oh, it's jumping, bro. Come on.
Something must be done. Yeah. Holy Spirit, heal sacred powers, restore you.
Is this really it? To his divine guidance.
I really can't miss. I don't think it's worth running Bard. I could. I just gotta get lucky and hit at least like, I could hit like 6 of them, 6 or 7.
We're in for a real battle here.
The Lord's judgment will be passed upon you.
Nice.
Kneel before his power.
I'm all set! Get ready! Let's see how we deal with me. Feel a little
Want to see what I can really do?
Hmm.
Oh, aye.
Let me see. I can. Let me see. Let's see if this is even worth doing. Maybe. I think I can kill her now. Hopefully. If I hit. She's one shot. Oh, she's not actually. This is really bad. Dude, and like his attack takes so long. It takes so long to come out.
I have another go.
What I could do is not really going to be attacking, so I can do Spearhead. Equip the spear. Right. Oh my god, look at that. How big that. What the hell? That's so ugly. I can use that to. I can just. Probably go Oracle and Bard. That's probably the move. I don't know. I feel like if I do that, I'm gonna be wasting too many turns.
We shall not be defeated.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. Want to see what I can really do?
I think I only need to just do this. I mean, he already has fire.
I'm not just a dab, nothing like a weapon, you know. I'm done.
Oh my god, bro.
It's time to get serious. Marvel set! Get ready! You may feel a little stick.
Just with less damage. I need to be getting crits.
Something must be done. Holy Spirit, heal.
Cheers. I owe you one. Feeling good. In the name of our Lord and Master. I owe you one. Oh man, get it!
You will regret your impertinence. I do like it when that happens.
I let us
Can
all
I have
down.
another go?
I need to hit crits, man. I'm not gonna be hitting its default target, so who dares wins? Do I have that? I don't have that on Seth. But that's definitely good to have. Some juicy stats right there. This is taking way longer than I had hoped.
We can do this, right?
The very menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. I am wounded in the name of our Lord and Master. I've got a little something for you. I've got a little something for you. Let's go.
Thanks for your help. Something must be done. Holy Spirit, heal.
Right is on my side.
Time to get serious.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill her here.
This will shut you up. See how you deal with. Let's see how you
Especially if I
deal
miss.
with this. Sorry to be a pain.
In the name of our Lord and Master. Really do. Cheers. I owe you one.
Please, you must get up.
Lord, lend me your power. Kneel before his power. Lend me your might, O
You will
Lord.
regret your impertinence.
Time to play my trump
Oh my
card.
god, it's been so long.
Before his power.
That hurt.
They got me. Back in the name of our Lord and Master. I am wounded. Kneel before his power. Righteousness prevails.
Yeah, I think I just need to. Now do I run? Red Mage, Chain Spell? With Bard? I think I do. Cause that's the way we always run Red Mage. Yeah.
We can do this, right?
The Lord's judgment will be passed upon you. Want to see what I can really do?
Alright. It's just tricky though. I think I only need a Brave once.
Alrighty!
Alright, I have to do this. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna survive though.
My time to shine, eh? Let's get rid of our Lord and Master!
Okay, I guess those don't. Chain twice with Chain Spell. Where are my crits? Dude, this is so awful.
I'm going all in! I've got a little something for like this.
Where is dead though?
Is this really it?
I did kill her though. That was weird though. Like I'm getting crits less even though I'm trying to. So I don't need to run red mage. I can run. Probably Oracle's fine. No, that's not what I want. Who dares wins? We're gonna run this. Spearhead. Sort out special C. Yeah, we get the extra turn. Nice. Then we'll just get a spear. Do I have a thing that's fire? It's the only one I have. I mean, I can nuke Mortha, but like, I can't just leave everyone vulnerable like that. If Gloria was alive there, then it could have been okay. Just like, it's honestly not that easy for them to kill Gloria if Martha's dead.
We're in for a right old scrap here. The Lord's judgment will be passed upon you. Want to see what I can really do?
I also really don't like how they, what's it called? You can't use specials if you're braving. George 402 just bought this game. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I bought it a while ago, and the first game for the series for me, and I really loved it. And I ended up playing the rest of the games. It's a great game, man. It's really fun. What am I gonna do? We crits. We're gonna get some crits. We will. I want damage. Aim is more important. And then, did you buy it on PC or Switch? I don't know if I need damage. I think aim is more important. Oh my god. Bought it for Switch, nice. That's actually really bad because like you lose your buffs when you die.
I'm going all in. See how you like this? I got a little something for you.
That's good damage. That's good damage. Like you don't even see her jump animation. She's just gone.
Holy Spirit, heal. I owe you one.
Misjudged that one. Lend me your might, O Lord. In the name of our Lord and Master.
Trying to get better understanding the main jobs and subjobs of the characters. Yeah. It makes a little bit more sense in this game compared to the originals. The originals, it takes a little bit more time to like really understand how it works. They do a better job of letting you know how stuff works in this game. Is there something better I can be running? Anything for more damage? Yeah, I really can't have the two attackers die on that first turn.
Careful, this won't be easy. The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. Time to play my trump cards. Ah, alrighty! My time to shine, eh? My time to shine, eh?
Oh my god. Celestial version, how would you know Seth would be a Vanguard and Elvis would be a Black Mage? What can warrior be the mage in this case? You know what I mean? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter who's what. They all more or less have the same stats. It just depends on what you want them to be. I think like Elvis will have a little bit better stats for magic. I think Adele has a. It's very very small, but I think Adele has a little bit better for attack than Seth.
You must get up.
Okay.
Sacred powers restore you.
Let's go again.
Oh, there's nothing. Lend me your might,
Oh my god.
To get serious.
Dude. She is so annoying.
Down to his divine guidance.
It's definitely implied that Elvis is Black Mage, because Black Mage and Freelancer, you don't even, you're just giving them, like, you start out with them, you know. That would be crazy broken though if Chain Spell worked on Bard. I thought it did work.
Want to see what I can really do?
Playing on hard, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Something must be done.
Nice.
Holy Spirit, heal me.
Oh my gosh, he jumped, bro. Dude. Oh, hold on. Nah, never mind. But you saw that. You saw that. Hard mode's way more rewarding to play in this game, because in the previous games, I guess I didn't know that it had better stats. I thought it was just more health, but it's better stats and health. In this game, it's not better stats, but it's I don't know if it's more health or not, but it might be more health, but mostly it's just they have more turns.
Choppy waters ahead. The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. Want to see what I can really do? My time to shine, Angel!
Oh my god.
Something must be done. Sacred powers restore you.
Right is on my side, our Lord and Master! I've got a little something for you. How you like this exercise?
Thank you. Time to get
Hold on.
serious.
Hold on. I don't have aim on her though. Yes, let's go. So we just have to play a little slow. Hopefully we don't get just obliterated like we are right now.
You will regret your impertinence. Holy Spirit, sacred powers restore you.
Oh my god. That's actually really bad. I'm about to lose. I mean, they put Reflect on me though. Dude, Dominic's throwing. He's throwing. He's putting reflect on me, and they can't do anything. Okay.
Thanks for bailing me to play my trump card. Lend me your might. Misjudged that one.
There's nothing.
Kneel before
Something must be done. Holy Spirit, heal sacred powers, restore you.
Thanks. I owe you one.
This isn't good.
Okay. It's a damn shame that Oracle is so strong, but it's like this boss fight, they're making him just. I mean, he's still definitely nuking us.
Better cover up.
Holy Spirit, heal sacred powers, restore you.
Misjudged that one.
Thanks.
No way.
Oh my god.
Lend me your might.
This'll do it. Here, try this.
Want to see what I can really do? Aye, this
My
should do
time
it.
is not yet come.
Now you've made me mad.
I should be able to kill one of them here. Maybe. I don't know if I have enough MP.
Get ready. This will shut you up. Sorry to be a pain.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, I think I just lost. It's from Bastion. I have Bastion. Let's use Bastion. I remember when I first did this, I used Bastion a bunch, I think, against this boss.
Oh, I like a challenge.
The Lord's judgment will be passed upon you. Want to see what I can really do?
Let me see. Maybe I should just stock up.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's time to get serious. Nothing like the long
Oh man, get it!
Thanks for bailing me out. Lord, lend me your time to play my trump cards. That was a close one, eh? Cheers.
Just put re-raise on me.
Sorry to be a pain.
There's so much going on right now.
Please, I shall prevail.
I don't think I have re-raise anymore. I don't know what happened to it.
Holy Spirit, heal sacred powers, restore
name of our Lord and Master. Want to see what I can really do?
Just not going the way I wanted it to.
Something must be done. Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps this might help. Holy Spirit, heal.
Misjudged that one. In the name of our Lord and Master.
I don't have any buffs, man. See if I can kill her without the buffs.
How you like this? Care for it? How you like this?
Like later on, killing Martha, I think having Bastion will be fine, but I really don't think this is working. Dude.
You will regret your impertinence.
Lord, lend me your power.
Something must be done.
In the name of our Lord and Master.
It's way too hard to kill a Spear Master, I swear.
Can I have another go?
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. It's taking way longer than I wanted. I mean, I definitely don't need to have. I can have a shield. Man, I really wish you could just save in here. I don't get why you can't save in here.
This won't be plain sailing.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. Time to play my trump cards. Time to shine, eh? See if the old right to it, shall we?
Okay. She just jumped. She's one shot.
Wait for it.
Something must be done. Holy Spirit, heal.
Right is on my side, our Lord and Master. Lend me your might. Tis but a minor setback. In the name of our Lord
Dude, their levels are so much higher than mine. You see this? Like she did like 8 turns on me.
Let's do this. The fairy menace must be eradicated.
It is the Lord of Dragon's will.
Want to see what I can really do?
I don't know if I can afford this. The extra BP. Hopefully that's not that won't hurt me. I'm just gonna try it. And I mean, right here, I could be using this turn to attack them, but like I don't know if I can afford that.
Let me see. I must endure.
Not even close. In the name of our Lord and Master.
Hold on.
I shall prevail. Sorry to be a pain.
Dude. Wow. That's how you know I'm way too under level to be doing this, but I can definitely, obviously do it. What? I don't even know what happened. Did I not get my second attacker off? Okay, so I'm not attacking with him, so I can definitely put Revenge on, and I might even put Beekeeper up. I mean, I guess I could use Bloody Minded. Do I use Bloody Minded? I don't think I can give up any of those abilities on Adele for it though. I need to have Thrust and Parry on for Seth.
for a real battle here.
The fairy menace must be eradicated. It is the Lord of Dragon's will. Time to play my trump cards. You better be ready for this.
Now it's not as bad because I have revenge, so I can potentially get more.
Righto! My time to shine, righto! Let's get after it!
Power.
Kneel before
Now you've made
his
me mad.
power.
Pretty sure Amp Strike is better, so I'm gonna see. Yeah.
Oh man, get it!
Here goes! Cheers! I owe you one. Not even close! In the name of our Lord and man!
It's like they just have so many more levels on. They get to have so many turns here.
I shall prevail.
No dice bow!
I owe you one.
No worse than expected. I shall prevail. Can I have another go?
Dude, it's like if I can't get both of my attackers off on Martha, I can't kill her because they'll just nuke me.
Let's do this.
The Lord's judgment will be passed upon you! Want to see what I can really do?
Well, I guess this I could use that, but
Ready for this!
none of the bard's ability to speed. They have like every stat but speed and luck.
Best buckle down! My time to shine, eh? Righto! Let's get at it, shall we? Kneel before his
I'm getting serious.
I so much RNG in this.
This will shut you up. Let's see how this will shut you up.
Nice.
Oh man, get it!
I might not even need to use all my BP on Seth here. Should be able to kill her. Yeah.
Allow me. I must endure.
Now I just need to recover.
Let me see.
Lord and Master! Not even close!
I shall do worse than expected. Do worse than expected.
I can take it! Mischief on my side!
Something must be done. Sacred powers restore me.
Time for a spot of revenge!
Let me at 'em. Try this for some. Got a little something for you. This.
Time to play my trump
Oh, he's
cards.
one shot.
Safety first! I'm not dead yet!
Much better.
Tis but a minor
You will
setback.
regret your impertinence.
Holy Spirit,
Oh, that's the stuff. I'm back in business.
Now you've made me mad. Ha! Ah! You may feel a little shut you up.
Nice.
Let's see how you deal with this.
Want to see what I can
You
really
son
do?
of a bitch. Dude, no way. They're about to make me. Wait. Okay, I thought. Okay, I thought the special was gonna be reflected, but it's not.
Got a wee something up my sleeve. Judgment Day!
I don't know if I've ever used this one before.
That feels great.
What do you say to that then, eh?
Thank you. Ah, much better.
It's actually a very good special.
Nothing to worry about.
In the name of our
I must not
Lord and
abandon the fight.
Master.
I don't have her special unlocked.
Yeah.
Sacred powers
Let me help
restore you.
Thank you. Thanks for your help.
Kneel before his power.
Is it, I think it. Oh no.
Best buckle down, Lord, lend me your power. Taste his wrath. No fear.
Yes, that was me. Oh, that hurt.
To arms. Holy Spirit,
Thanks for bailing me out. That was a close one.
The speed.
My bacon there.
And on and on.
Probably should have kept that, but I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at it right here. He does not have re-raise, as far as I'm concerned, right? So I'm going to attack him, believing that he does not have re-raise.
Try this for size. Prepare for impact. This for
Oh my god.
Let's see.
I mean, good thing I wasn't.
Time to take a step back. Phew.
sacred powers restore you.
I owe you one.
Time to get serious. Easy does it.
Spirit's fine.
Oh, damn it.
Hang in there, all right? Here, this'll help. Buckle down.
Thank you.
Very well. Holy Spirit, heal me.
Crush you.
It's nothing.
How thoughtful of your help.
Crikey. Here goes nothing. Aye, this
This
should do it.
favor will
Very
not
well.
be forgotten.
I'm gonna wait until we're a little bit more healthy before I use my special.
Feeling good. You rang?
Sacred powers restore you.
Sorry to be a pain. You've made me mad.
Yeah, here we go.
You don't want to miss this. You're going to love this one.
Oh my god, the damage. Dude, I
That'll
don't
teach you to
know.
mess with me.
Do you need surpassing power to do that with specials?
Aye.
I won't let you down.
Righto. My time to shine, Righto. Let's get a crib
Allow me.
back in the game. Lend me your might. Cheers. Keep it coming. You one. Here I go. May the earth engulf you.
That's the canon special.
Let's keep it up.
Seth using the Vanguard.
Something must be done. Yeah. Sacred
Should have
Holy
this.
Spirit revealed. What's the plan?
You may feel it. This will shake ready.
Nice.
My powers grow yet greater.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get any of their thingies. Oh, you love to see that. Like in the other games, you would have had to grind for these levels, but I already did because I've been playing on Spearmaster this whole time. That's nice. That's very nice. So we have. I don't think I use Oracle that much. Yeah, I still have to get the rest of them. But and then. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's like so lit that this is the first one I unlock. Because it's like when I researched that was a thing in the game, like, oh my god, I need this. Oh, I'd say like an hour. The bosses are no joke. I wish I knew what their levels were and their stats. That's like one of the most rewarding things you can do in this game is fight them without status cheese or any cheese really. This is the goat right here. The Wizzball Shopkeep. Hell yeah.
Hey. Oh, don't tell me you're tight. And why shouldn't I be? Working yourself into an early grave. Ah? Wait, I never. Come on.
I don't know if I remember this quest.
This takes me after Lady Emma. That she did. On the con. There. As near.
No, I think I did. I did a lot of the quests.
You are, eh?
Yeah, I did a lot of the quests in my original file. So I need to get this up. really need to get this. This thing is actually really nice for. Like you can literally, one of the last abilities you get for White Mage is Raise All, but if you have second special, you can just use Arise and cast it to everyone. I really don't like how you have to go through that animation of them like just swinging their weapon. Wait, do you? Oh, maybe you don't. You have to wait for him to do the animation if you want to switch people, but if you're still doing stuff, you can still okay. I need another one of these. I don't know if I need to run BP limit up right now. I don't need to have specialty right now. Probably gonna work on getting the rest of the jobs unlocked. Yes, literally just an auto revive. Alright, this went on way longer than I hoped, but ended up upgrading the job, getting the next upgrade anyway, so it's okay. Thanks for watching. Probably be on Paladins next time I stream, but yeah, peace out. Have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Actually, there are some people in here, but yeah, y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.